Move to the deepest part of the cave.
Okay. It's very bright for a cave. I'm not complaining, but... Can I blow this up? Or at least try and move it with bombs? Yes, I can. Ow. These walls are not good. I mean, there's a point to obscuring a player's vision for the sake of hiding something extra or something, but just for the sake of being a jerk and, like, getting the player killed, I'm not okay with that. That is exceptionally not okay. Ow. Now that was my fault, but at the same time, I'm not playing with sound, so I figured the thing exploded, and I wasn't going to get killed. But again, I couldn't see what was going on because of these awkward walls. So, yeah. I'm not claiming that that's my fault. That's this game's fault. Once again, as many things seem to be. Now, is this a thing that'll let me make new bombs, or is it another Pokemon battle? Pokemon battle! We'll use our level 30 guy, because why not? Versus Palmy, the man, the myth, the legend. I don't care what Palmy's ability is, we're equipping him because Palmy's amazing. Although I remember Palmy being able to actually talk. And I'm just going to readjust, because my back is getting sore and I need to use my back rest. Hooray! Now what do we get from Bommy? Do we get a modifiable partner character who will run through the game with you, get upgraded, and talk smack about you? Probably not, but hopefully, but probably not. But it is a remote, and that's all I wanted. So, even without knowing Palmy's ability, and assuming it's not like Palmy in Bomberman's second attack, which it really needed to be, Palmy is once again proving to be the best Charaban. Because now we've got a remote. Because game changer. Now I don't have to wait for this nonsense. And the enemies are a hell of a lot less bullshit. Because now we're playing on my terms. Now that was a matter of me getting trapped. So I'll take it. Excuse. I'll stop making excuses about that. That's fine. Now. Can I? No, I can't. I don't think there is a way for me to do that presently. Which is fine. Because I can do that. And you never realize the value of a bomb remote until you have it in a game that doesn't give you one. Okay, I think that's a thing for ice bombs, which we still don't have, because we have to find a bomb workshop.
Move the ice to go forward.
Which I've already done, so I didn't need the tutorial, but thank you, Dr. Obvious. Throw! Boom! Ah, only had to do it once. It looked like you had to do it a few times. But I guess you didn't, which is fine. Lightning card plus fire up. Game! But, again, I've got a remote, so at the very least, if I asked who's laughing now, probably still you because you're still an awkward thing game, but significantly more me than ever before. Yeah, look at me picking up on stuff. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. Not actually, but almost. Okay. Boom. Can I get some Guardian armor in this game? Probably not. Can I use my Charbon in combat? Probably not. Can I upgrade him and get him to evolve? And talk smack to me and then have him cower in the corner until a pretty girl shows up? At which point he can fawn over him? Again, probably not. And that's why this game will never be Bomberman's second attack. By far the best Bomberman game. But it has Pommy, so it is at least a Bomberman game with Charbons in it. I do appreciate that Pommy does have what is hands down the most effective ability this game could ever give you. That at least is showing some degree of love for the best Charbon. Boom. Running away now. Yeah, if I throw that there, that should move that. Except that that guy's up there. Okay, fine. Now I should be able to move this. Drop. Boom. I do kind of like the sort of tropical island vibe the music's sort of giving me right now. Boom! I don't think you can fall in the water, Bomberman. This isn't like the N64 ones where you could do that. As much as I would love it to be. Hey, Bomb Workshop! Go, go, go. I don't care that I took damage. New bombs! Now, is this going to completely obsolete the water bombs like the water bombs did the fire bombs? Or is there still going to be a reason to swap back to the water bombs? I guess we'll find out. I do like the giant ice, fuse. That's kind of neat. Alright, so let's rock some ice bombs. Looks like there's two more bomb types. One's probably an ice, yes, thanks, Brain. A, wind bomb, and the other's probably black holes. Not actually, I would love for them to be, because that was the best bomb ever, but again, I don't think this game is going to be like that amazing Bomberman game as much as I would love for it to be. Throw. Explosions. It doesn't seem like there's any disadvantage to using this on enemies. Sort of like how, or not like how Bomberman's second attack would do it, where the ice bomb was objectively the best bomb for combat, but a lot of bombs were purely like puzzle-based. Like the wind bomb was entirely made for puzzles because you couldn't hurt things with it all that much. And the things that you could were ones that were specifically weak to it. Everything else was more or less immune to it because it was just wind.
Area clear.
But the bombs seem to be straight upgrades of one another, used only for like contextual environmental stuff. Not sure how I feel about that. It does look like we are at the boss. Hopefully a less bullshit boss than the last one, but I'm not holding my breath. On the other hand, we do in fact have remotes now though, so we're good. I know I don't want to Hail Mary this, but I really want to Hail Mary this. Okay, so we got tentacles. Steak! Okay, so we can blow up the cannons on the side. That's not a problem. But the question is, what does that benefit us? I mean, it stops cannons from firing. But do those tentacles take damage? Yes, I think they do. Maybe. Or maybe we just have to try and blow up all the parts, so we gotta go for that cannon up there, maybe. Which means we should be able to throw higher with this guy, which should theoretically get it up there and blow that up. I'm guessing now we actually have to fight the boss, and that was just a prelude. Because I don't think this boss is going to be that easy. The last one certainly wasn't. So it has sharp faces for tentacles. And it's some kind of warship. I'm pretty sure that was a thing from Darius. Damn straight, Pommy. I do not like these little, tracking guys. Okay, so I can stun him, but what good does that do? Oh, I wonder. Do I have to go after these shark heads? Or do I have to go after he tries to eat something? Oh, yeah, change the camera angle. That's actually kind of useful here. Why do I have water balloons selected? Okay. So I can't change my bomb types? That's weird, and I'm also going to die horribly. Now if we could get this guy to eat one of those bombs, maybe that's what we need. Throw, ow. Yeah, we need him to eat the bombs. Okay. Ow. But that might be the way we have to go about doing that. Now this leads to an interesting question, which is this going to take me straight to the fight, or am I going to have to deal with the boat? Boat. Okay. Well, at least these guys give me hearts. Sometimes, probably. Okay, so I guess I wasn't able to damage the thing on top until I take the things on the sides out, maybe? It's not terribly intuitive, but at the very least I guess it means that, ow. But if that's the case, ooh, he can take out his own guys. That's good to know. But if we can't go after the top thing before we take out the sides things, at least this means that we know that there's no reason to do that. And I'm already out of health. Fantastic. Because this game, it wants you to succeed. With its giant, horrible flame cannons. As you do. Ow. I mean, at least second attack, when you continued, they'd give you at least a few tries where you could keep your power-ups. Now it's like, if I want to keep going, I have to lose everything, which means I have to grind power-ups or something. Which, no, I'm not going to be doing that, thank you. On the bright side, the, ow. I was gonna say, on the bright side, at least the next form isn't that super mean about things. For the most part. I guess we could try and, like, sit here and grind hearts. Not that that's exactly a fun, sentiment. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to swap to, Andular to, make that throw. And my pumped bomb is gone. And no hearts. And I died. Because hitboxes. This is just... Man, the bosses in this game are just not fun to play with. They're just obnoxious. Run, 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 run. And of course it's just out of reach. I wonder if between transitions we can, Yes, and you can't, comfortably get away with, trying to blow up the top cannon. Ow. Ow. I mean, I don't want to say it's unfair, but it does feel like it. And I can't skip this. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's try not to die this time, because genuinely I don't want to. I think the best bet is probably to swap to Pommy and place a bomb in front of him and just try and take it out. And take out those little fin funnel shell things it spits out at you. Also, his scarf is very clearly just coming out of his back. What's up with that? Oh, so that's a really gross sound. That should have taken care of a lot of them. Now, is there a pattern or a loop that I can get this guy to? Or is it just random that he tries to do that? So, those aren't even shells, they're little squids. That's kind of neat. Drop. Let's see if he'll grab it. Okay, you gotta stun him, and then he does it. Although that seemed to do about as much as any standard bomb. So that's not ideal. And I just forgot I had the remote there for a sec. Because I'm a smart person who understands how things work. This also means that it's almost not worth trying to pump a bomb. But it also means that this guy has a actually not horribly awful cycle. Ow.
What happened, Bomberman?
Let's try this again. Because these bosses, man, they're enjoyable. Boy, are they ever. Okay, I want to point out the only reason I couldn't hit him with that bomb was because that penguin was somehow in my hitbox. As penguins sometimes tend to be. That was entirely on me. I accept that. Oh, good. I mean, I know I've had some poor showings in Bomberman, but this is just awful. I mean, on the bright side, I guess he can take out his own guys, which is kind of nice. In terms of equality and mechanics, it makes logical sense that... Ow. Okay, those guys really hurt. This is not the most ideal situation to be in. Let's take a death.
What happened, Bomberman?
I will call that a double KO. Okay, let's try again. So we're just gonna wait it out. You can't wait it out. They actually wait for you to get in front of them before they hit you, which means you basically can't dodge them. Because that's the kind of game this is. This is a you're definitely gonna get killed by us kind of game. So for the record, this game absolutely doesn't want you to actually succeed or do well in it. It wants to sucker punch you at every turn. Actually, this is what I remember that other Bomberman game on the GameCube being like too, so... We're in for a fun week here. I mean, this is only day 2 of probably 7, maybe more, depending on how long this game is. And getting myself blown up by my own bomb seems like the most viable solution to actually trying to take this thing out, which is depressing, and also probably wrong, but I just find it so unbelievable that they won't even activate the boss until you stand directly in front of it to hit. Ow, like that. Because you can stand back and wait for it, but it won't go until you get close enough to get hit by it. And it's going to be dropping enemies the entire time. And I mean, I could equip Andalar, which will let us throw further, which that's okay, sure, but in that time frame, I still have to be far enough away to, losing my train of thought here now. I mean, I can swap to the guy that'll let me throw further, that's fine, but this guy still has to be kinda sorta close to hit him. And in that time, this stupid cannon's gonna be going off, hitting me. And the alternative is to do that. And I had 1 heart, so I might as well do that. Like, these bosses are just so mind-blowingly bad. So I guess we'll go with Andalar and hope for the best. So I'll get here, they're all going to target me, and I'm going to run and hope for the best. Throw! And of course it's too far away. Of course I get hit. That's going to reset my bombs. And this isn't me, like, trying to be bad for the sake of exaggerating, like, how awful this is. This is just legitimately that awful. Heart. Okay, see, that's good. Come on, fire. I don't necessarily care that you hit your teammate, but I need you to actually fire so I can get around you. Alright, I think this is probably our best bet right now. Going in. And I still think, statistically speaking, in order to win, we have to give us the best chance of winning, we have to swap to Pommy and take out that big cloud of little squids the thing drops off. Stun it, drop a bomb, and have it eat it. I would think is the best way to do it. I just kind of find it weird that even a pumped bomb doesn't seem to do more than like 1 heart for this guy. So that means that either like the first hit is weird or this guy's basically a scripted fight. And either way, it's not exactly all that enjoyable. I mean, at the very least, if it let you start here, that would give you at least a certain level of, okay, well, I sucked against that really bad ship boss, but at least I can kind of get my bearings on this guy, even if I do lose to him. But they don't even give you that. Throw. Now he should eat that. And now I just have to not get killed by squids. My question is, do these things actively change their movement pattern dependent on where you are? Which, judging on what I'm seeing here, the answer is yes. Yes, they do. I could really use a bigger... Okay, yeah, I definitely have to stun him. Now, throw. And eat, and eat, and eat. Because that's the kind of boss we're facing right now. We don't have a choice, we have to sit here and wait for him to summon another cloud of squids. Throw, and stun, and throw. And eat, and eat. I only have 1 bomb here, I can't sit here and waste it on these little squids. Okay.
What happened, Bomberman? Bomberman! Bomberman!
That's obnoxious. Like, again, at least if I had some way to reduce damage I take myself, that wouldn't be too bad. By my own bombs anyway, like Kaiman only seems to affect damage you take from enemies, which there's value in that, mind you, but throw. There we go. That's a good first cycle, it looks like. That's exceptionally good. Oh my god. And now we get to the nonsense of why I dislike this first phase. Ignoring for the second the obnoxious nonsense of why I dislike the second phase, I can't hit this guy with my range increasing guy, because he's even outside of that range, and when he's inside that range, he's shooting at me. There we go. So let's once again watch this stupid cutscene. Maybe if we're lucky, Max will show up and save the day like he did last time. I'd be okay if he handled all the boss fights. These bosses are awful. I am big, shark tentacled, squid shooting, seashell, amoeba monster thingy. Actually, that's not an amoeba, that's an anemone, I think. Maybe. With a giant brain that is not its weak spot for some weird reason. Power glove, full bomb, remote control, shield. The problem is I don't need to worry about damage I take from enemies, I need to worry about damage I take from myself. There we go. Throw. Okay. Eat it. Eat it. Now again, let's watch his health tick down. Okay, 2. So he does take a little more damage. Not noticeable more damage, but a little. And at least we can take care of the squids thus far. That's a plus. Because those squids are getting me killed. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Hooray! Oh, come on. Great. So, again, hitboxes in this game. They're really more of a suggestion than anything. At least I'm kind of getting a feel for what that crowd's hitbox is. For those squids, for what little that matters. Eat it. Okay, at least that one went through. Great, now I just need to do that 6 more times. And knowing the boss in this game, he's going to get a bunch of extra nonsense attacks. Boom! Eat it, eat it, eat it. Please eat it. Hooray! It's really a sad state of affairs when I have to pray to my enemy that, you know, they do what they're supposed to be doing. Throw! I don't like that there's 4 of these little squid guys around. That's 4 more than I'd like there to be. Whoa, okay, that's new. And you don't seem to be stopping. Oh, and you're just gonna do this now. Well, it didn't seem to shoot out as many squids as it did last time for whatever small silver lining that is, I guess. I don't know, if it keeps doing that, I should be able to just kind of hide behind it and it'll be okay. I think. 'Cause it doesn't seem to be able to hit behind it, so hanging out here should be safe. Assuming those squids hidden by the walls don't murder me. And it's gonna show more squids. Nope, that's the full complement of squids that time. Now the nice thing is, we've gotten rid of most of them. If I can get very small squid spawns like that one time he seemed to only shoot out like 3, we might be able to actually beat him. I'm hoping, because this guy's really, really awful. And I will say, if we have a Bomberman Hero-esque reunion with all the bosses at the end, I'm going to be really sad, because I never want to see this guy again. I mean, the same can be said for Octophant, but this guy is just terrible. Stun. Whoops. Eat it, please. Okay. One more. Gotta go through one more phase of this guy. If I hide here, I should be okay. At least this is kind of alright. Like, I can at least predict this. It's also a sad state of affairs when your opponents power up and it makes them more simple to defeat and not less. Should be the opposite, but given how nonsensical these bosses are, I'm thankful for it. So thank you, second power-up mode that makes you an easier enemy to fight. Oh, thank God. That is the end of that nonsense. Take that, Kevin Costner's Waterworld. We beat your stupid, awful, hybrid sea chimera nonsense boss. Of awful... I've been on this boss for like half an hour. That's horrifying to think about. But we got the second element stone. The element stone of turquoise blandness, I guess. And
Area clear.
quite happily, I am done with Kevin Costner's Waterworld. I am done with day 2 of Bomber Week. I'm hoping. Please don't tell me there's another level.
I see you were able to retrieve the second bomb element.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that too.
I'm relying on you to retrieve the rest of the bomb elements.
Oh God. This is gonna be a long week, isn't
Be
it?
sure that the Higgy bandits don't beat you to them. Moving on. Once you've gathered several Carabombs, attempt to merge Carabombs.
Oh God, I need to actually go Pokemon battle that one in the first level, don't I?
If you succeed, you'll have even more powerful Carabombs.
Must I? I've got Palmy, he's the best one. Alright, well, whatever. We managed to get our old buddy Palmy. And That would be the one good thing about this horrible, horrible, horrible water world. Join me tomorrow where we tackle the Takoyaki Desert of Planet Octopod. And until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet. Ugh.